Hello everyone. I'm just coming back to finish up doing my first impression of the Hair Perfection by a Coily Head Chick. I did my hair yesterday and here is the results. And okay, let's talk a little bit about the product. I noticed when I look back at the first video, that the part one of this video, that I was super heavy-handed with this product. And when looking back, I'm like, why was I using so much product? Now, I didn't come back yesterday because it stayed wet for a while, and when I took my scarf off today, my hair was like super duper hard. I mean, it was like almost like a brill. It was harder than when I used my Eco Styler. And but you can't tell when you're putting this on. It feels so good going into the hair. It felt like I said, it didn't feel like any kind of gel that I had ever used, and it just kind of melted into the hair. It almost felt like it was like just absorbing into the hair, like, because you couldn't even feel it. That's why I was using so much of it. And as it was drying, it looked really pretty wet, but as it was drying, I really did not like how it was looking. Now, my curl definition is the bomb. It is really nice, but it is so hard. I did, of course, like I always do every morning, I re-moisturize and then I seal. And I did it this morning because it absolutely needed it, just to scrunch out some of that crunch. Overall, and this is just my first impression, yesterday was the first time I used it, and I am not in love with this product yet. I like it, but I am not in love with it, and I will definitely be giving it another chance. I will be actually, I'm going to do a braid out next week with this, and I'm going to use the Rivet as my leave-in for my braid out, and then I will come back on and I will show you how my hair turned out with this, and tell you, just to show you how it looks and how I like it as a styler for a braid out. And I think I didn't like, because I can see like frizziness like on the top, like, and then with my gel, like with the Eco Styler, you don't see that that fuzzy look or whatever. And I really have to learn not to be so heavy-handed with products. I am heavy-handed, and I think that was my downfall, because I can notice that even with my Eco Styler, or not with my Eco Styler, it doesn't leave that like, I can feel that kind of like sticky, kind of tacky feeling. This gave, like, it left like a tacky feeling on my face and on my neck, and I think it was because this has honey in it that it left that tacky feeling too, that I don't like at all. But I will be using it again, and I want to fall in love with it. I did not fall in love with it yet, but I will. Hopefully I will. I didn't fall in love with EcoStyle at first either. Like, it took me time, and I think with any product, it kind of take you time to, especially like a gel or sort, take you time to figure out how much gel of that you need, and because I was really heavy-handed, and now I've been using EcoStyler for a while. Of course, I know how to apply it. I know how much I need, how much my hair loves, and I think it'll take time for me to do it with this, and I think it's gonna be great. As you can see, it does leave great definition, even in my looser curl pattern here in the front, and of course the back is always, it'll curl. Oh, it doesn't even need product for it to coil like it does in the back, but my front here is, because it's so loose, it's a looser curl pattern, that it doesn't pop like this back here. It doesn't pop like that. So but yeah, and that was my first impression. So if you have any questions or comments, please leave them down below, and I will see you next time. Bye.